Okay. And now rub your hands together so we can stimulate that flow of energy through the body. And bring the hands into a prayer pose. Connect your thumbs with the heart center, in the center of your chest, and make the spine tall. And all together, take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And now we're going to take a deep breath in to tune in. And remember, if you've not done this before, just listen and continue.
I don't know that one.
Oh, shout Alexa. And I'll tell you, she's listening to me. And yeah, so just take a deep breath in. And if you're not used to chanting, just listen and breathe deeply. But for everyone who wants to tune in with me, take a deep breath in now to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adgure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sadgure Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Adgure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sadgure Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Adgure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sadgure Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Now all together take a deep breath in, hold the breath in the belly, and gently pull up your perineum. So squeeze that internal support, that muscle in between the anus, the sex organs, draw them up, pull the navel in, pull the spine up, and draw the chin towards the back of the neck. And this is how we really fully awaken our creative energy, our divine feminine energy within us. Draw everything up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Big smile. And exhale and relax completely. Now, we're just going to do a few warm-ups to loosen up the spine, because spine is the most important thing in any kind of activity, any kind of physical movement. And then I just briefly tell you we're going to do 2 Kriyas tonight. The first Kriya is called for a healthy bowel. Puts a lot of pressure, really purges the system, really good for the lower digestion. If you do feel a bit dizzy or nauseous, take a little break. You will, because you're putting pressure. We're putting a lot of pressure on the liver and on the bowel to cleanse the body, cleanse the digestive system. And most of our immunity is in the digestive system in the form of gut. So we really want to stimulate that, the bacteria and everything to work. So that's efficient. Strong digestion, strong immune system. So we'll be working quite heavily on the lower digestion. And the second set, which is one of my favorites, we're going to be working on Nabi Kriya, which is working on the solar plexus. So quite a lot of strong abdominal exercises, but again, working on the upper digestion. On a subtle, energetic level, these Kriyas will make you feel strong and grounded. They build stamina, and they will make you feel fearless, confident, and happy, because they are really about grounding and just letting go of any fear, any worries, building the nervous system, central nervous system, and strengthening the immune system. So let's start with the spine. Take hold of the ankles, shins, or knees, wherever you'd like to, and begin to flex and extend the spine. So as you extend the spine, tip the pelvis forwards, Shoulders move back, squeeze the shoulder blades together as you extend forward, as you extend, flex the spine back. So move the shoulder blades away from each other now, round the spine, tip the pelvis back, and then continue with this movement. Inhaling as you extend forward, exhaling as you flex back. It's not rocking, we're moving every vertebra of the spine. Deep breathing as you do this. Keep the head level, chin parallel to the ground so we don't overextend the neck, we don't want to hurt the neck. And continue, inhaling forwards, exhaling back. And if you're comfortable, close your eyes, deep breathing. You can pick the pace up. You find the spine is loosening up. Move a little bit faster. Inhale to the center, hold. And once again, apply your root lock. So squeeze those muscles, connecting the sex organs, the anus, draw the navel in, spine up. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. And release, exhale. Now keep hold of the knees, quite firm. And imagine that with your upper body, you're going to draw a circle around the base of the spine. So we're not just going round and round. You can see I'm really working my waistline like I've got a hula hoop. One breath per circle. Start with a big circle. And then as you feel the circle becoming easier and more fluid, you can bring it in until it's a tiny little circle. But you want to move that upper body in a circle around the base of the spine. And again, once you're ready, close your eyes, go inward. Kundalini yoga is actually an active meditation. So take yourself deep within. Breathe deeply. And change the direction of your circle. And bring the spine to the center. Deep breath in, hold and apply your root lock, which is called a mulaband. So drawing up the perineum, navel in, lift the chest. Draw the chin in. Imagine that energy within you awakening, raising, coming up through the spine. And back down again. And release, relax. Okay, before we start with Kriya, we're going to take ourselves up to standing. And you know, I like to come up to standing, so come into frog pose. Bring the hands between the squatted knees and bring the heels off the floor and touching. Try to maintain the heels off the floor and touching throughout, but if you do need to allow the heels down to the floor and the hands off the floor, that's fine. Just go with it and just do the best you can. Head up. As you breathe in, straighten the legs, drop the head down. As you breathe out, squat all the way back, but remember you must bring the head up last, put a little bit of pressure on the back. And continue at your own pace. Now come into a forward fold. If your knees need to be soft, let them gently bend. Let the spine elongate, bring the chest towards the thighs. Let the back soften, shoulder blades moving apart. And just release here. And if you wish, sway from the hips. This is really nice to release the back of the pelvis, especially if you've been sitting all day. And hands on hips. And very gently and slowly roll up. Okay. So, bring your legs as wide apart as you comfortably can, so wider than shoulder width. Actually, I find the wider apart the legs are for this next set of exercises, the easier it is. So we're going to be using a windmill for the next few exercises, keeping the toes facing forwards, keeping the hips facing forwards. So I'm just going to demonstrate and show you what not to do. So we're going to start by just twisting to one side. So you're going to stretch your arms out to the sides. Inhale, lengthen up. Just watch me for a moment. You're going to twist from the waist. And then you're going to fold. And you'll bring your right hand, let's go right hand to left foot. So you can bring your hand wherever you can reach. Thigh, knee, shin, or all the way down. And then raise your left arm up, palm facing behind you. And inhale back to the center. Now, what's really important, easy mistake, trying to get down as low as we can. That's not important. Trying to get low, I see this a lot, where people are actually twisting the hip. We don't want to twist the hip. You've lost the pressure on the bowel. We need you to twist from the waist. So you're better to do that than you are to do that. So keep the toes facing the front, the hips facing the front. We are bending from the waist. So only go as low as you can, twisting from the waist, keeping. You'll find that really wants to do that. Keep that facing forwards, okay? So I will give you the instructions. So we're going to do this in different ways. So we'll start. Inhale, stretch the arms out to the sides, lift the spine tall, And as you exhale, twist from the waist. Bring your right hand down to wherever it can reach. Left arm up. Inhale up. Twist, exhale down. Same side. We're not alternating sides yet. Right hand down to left leg, all the way down to the foot. Left arm up, palms facing behind you. And the next time you come up, hold and exhale. Now we're going to do the other side. So inhale, stretch up. Exhale, twist now to the right. Left hand down to wherever you can reach. Keep those hips facing forward. And now it's your right hand that goes up, palm behind you. Inhale, come up. Exhale, twist. And then bring that left hand down to as low as you can. And the next time you come up, inhale, exhale, lower the arms. Take a couple of natural breaths. And now what we're going to do in the next stage is we're going to alternate from side to side. So going down one way and then the other. But then when you come down with your hands wherever you can reach, in your head, count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. You're going to hold wherever you can reach for 5 seconds before coming up. So if you want, start doing it with me and then do it at your own pace. So inhale, stretch up. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand down to left foot. If you can reach the left arm up. Hold. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand to left foot. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the right. Left foot, left hand to right foot. Right arm up. Inhale up. And just continue with that rhythm. Counting in your head 5 seconds each time you come down. And inhale up to the center. Now we're going to hold a little bit longer. We've only got a couple more of these exercises to do. I'm going to hold a little bit longer. I won't tell you how long, I'll just tell you when to come up. So inhale, stretch up, stretch out. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand down to left foot, stretch the left arm up and hold. Hold the posture but not the breath here. So keep breathing naturally. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand down to right foot and breathe normally as you stretch the right arm up behind you. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand down to left foot, stretch the left arm up. Remember, at any point you need to take a drink, you need to ease out a bit, please do. But otherwise, just breathe normally. You're really putting pressure on the digestive system now. This will really get it to flush and purge. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the right, come down to the other side. Inhale up, lower the arms. Just take just a couple of easy breaths. It's very simple, but very effective. And I would say, please drink lots of water in the next 24 hours because you will clean your system. That's what I'm saying. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand down to left foot, stretch the left arm up and breathe normally. Inhale up, last time, twist to the right, bring the left hand to the right foot, right arm up, drop the head down and breathe. Last few seconds, you're doing really, really well. Really stretch it out. Feel that real deep stretch through the back of the legs. Shoulder, left shoulder. And inhale, come up to the center. Well done. And now step the feet so they're hip width distance. Stretch the arms out to the side and begin to twist. Inhale as you twist to the left. Exhale as you twist to the right. We're cutting ourselves in half at the waist again. So try to don't allow your hips to come around. Try to keep the hips facing forward. So we're actually twisting from the waist. Try to keep the arms so they're out to the sides of the body. You'll find you'll want to do this. But actually try and imagine you're trying to push the shoulder blades towards each other. So really working those back muscles, supporting the spine, twist from the waist. And relax. Come back to the center. Raise the arms up. You can interlace them, bring them into prayer, just have them pointing, facing each other, keeping the hips still again, we're bending from the waist, really working the bowels and the digestion. Inhale as you stretch. So what we don't want to do is this. You want to keep the hips still, and so the hips are still and you're feeling that bend in the waist. Exhale to center. Inhale, stretch over to the right. Exhale to center. And just continue your own pace, your own time. Inhaling as you open the side of the body. Exhale as you bring the torso back up. Really engage those core abs. So as you're stretching over, you're really supporting the spine. And once more each side. Come back to the center. Lower the arms. Just take a couple of nice, easy breaths. Let the body settle. A lot more work than you think you have. And we're just going to have a couple of minutes laying in Shavasana to allow the body to assimilate and to absorb what you've just done and to make the necessary little changes that it will make. And then we're going to go straight into Nabi Kriya. So come laying on your mat. In Shavasana. Allow your hips to roll open. Have your palms up, arms away from the body. Have a little wriggle so you can get comfortable. If you find it's a bit much laying like this for the lower back, then place a bolster or a very firm pillow under the knees. If you prefer, you can have the knees bent, that's fine to keep that lower back on the floor so there's no pressure on the lower back. And just close your eyes. Let the breath be long and deep. And imagine a ball of red light at the base of your spine, swirling, bright and vibrant. And imagine that light spreading through the body. Just allow that light to circulate through the body and spilling out around the body. And as you breathe and as the light moves upwards, it turns from red to vibrant orange. And now visualize that orange light. And as it moves into the navel point and the solar plexus, I want you to see a golden sunshine behind the navel. And imagine now a golden light spreading through your body and around your body. And just surrender. Just feel that lovely feeling of just letting go. Now we're going to go into our next Kriya. So a Kriya is a sequence of exercises. And so for this next set, we are going to be doing a lot of abdominal exercises. So I know a lot of you are used to this, and some of you do other forms of exercise. You know, if you're laying on a mat, we're doing abdominal exercise, the most important thing, we're working on the abs, we're not working on the back muscles, is the lower back stays put. The lower back stays there. So we're not doing this. The minute you're doing this, you will hurt your lower back. You're not using these muscles, you're using this. We want to tip the pelvis back, not forwards, and keep that lower back on the floor. Now, during these exercises, I will give modifications. If you find that the lower back is coming off, there are loads of ways that you can encourage it back. So one of the ways is to make a little basket, lift the head while you're doing abdominal exercise, and that will help keep the lower back on the floor. Another way is to keep the hands under the fleshy part of the buttocks, and that also can help keep the lower back on the floor. And I will give modifications. So just continue to breathe and relax for a moment. Okay, so now we'll start. So the first exercise of this Kriya are alternate leg lifts. Inhale as you lift one leg up, exhale as you lower down. It's not a gentle exercise. I want you to do it as if quite vigorously and with a powerful breath. Now, if you find the lower back is coming off, you can lift the head, hands under the buttocks, should keep the lower back on the floor. Important, I don't want to hear this either. It needs to be a really controlled movement, so when the leg comes down, it's silent, so that we're really working transversely. We're working on transverse abdominis, lower digestion still. So just continue, inhaling one leg up, lowering it as you exhale, and then the other. Continue. Use a powerful breath. Keep that lower back on the floor. Keep the navel going towards the back of the spine. Back of the spine into the mat. Control that movement as you bring the leg down. If you need to take little breaks, just bring the knees into the chest. Just roll from left to right and then come back to the posture as soon as you feel ready. I have to say, I shouldn't say this in a Kundalini class, but I will. If you want a bikini body, this is the best set to do it. Never had such flat abs after doing this for 40 days every day. But energetically, it's building strength in your nervous system, building your stamina, getting rid of any negative energies, build your character, your spirit, your willpower, and your strength of spirit. It also, when you strengthen Manipura chakra, the third chakra, the fire in the belly, it gives you confidence and strength, and it makes you really proactive in everything you do. It makes you take control of your life. It empowers you. Last half minute. You're nearly there. Keep going. And relax. You can hug your knees into the chest. You can really counter stretch what you've just done by taking yourself into a full plow, bringing the feet overhead onto the floor behind you, but make sure you protect the lower back as you ease out a bit. Whatever feels good. And while you're just taking a little rest, I'm going to demonstrate the next posture for you. Come into it and start doing it as soon as you're ready. I will show you the full posture first, and for those of you that have done this before, you're used to it, you're happy doing it, just do it. But I will demonstrate the easier, the less challenging versions, because protecting the lower back is the most important thing in this. So the next posture, you're going to raise the arms up, keeping palms facing each other, and this really helps to channel that fire belly energy out into the aura, really charging the whole magnetic field and all our chakras with this fire. As you inhale, you raise both legs up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower them down. Again, I don't want to hear this. So keep that control. It's got to be a controlled movement. Inhaling up, exhaling down. If you're happy doing this, the lower back is staying on the floor, go ahead. Remember, if you need to modify, you can lift the head. Hands under the buttocks. But if this is still not enough, that's fine. There's lots of ways to modify. Knees into chest, stretch the legs up. Knees into chest, lower the legs down. When it comes to the lower back, if ever in doubt with any posture, always bring the knees in, bend the knees, use the knees. And that will take pressure off the lower back. Even that might be too much for some people. If that's the case, bend the knees, feet flat on the floor. Hug the knees into the chest. Straighten the legs, knees into chest, feet back on the floor. You are still getting that strong workout in the solar plexus, rectus abdominis region. You're stimulating the liver, the pancreas, the whole upper digestion, and of course the fire in the belly, Manipura chakra. So keep going, whichever version of double leg lifts feels good, keep going. Close your eyes. Take your awareness into that belly. Feel that heat starting to build there now. And raise the legs up. Hold. And hug your knees into your chest. This is actually a posture, so hold on here. Counters what you've just done, but what it also does is it releases any trapped wind and it relaxes your heart. So just breathe normally and just take this moment to totally relax. Close your eyes and imagine that as you're laying here, the beautiful golden dry rainfall of light is just pouring down over you. Breathe it in. And with each breath, feel yourself soften, melt, and release a little bit more. Okay, so if you've got your eyes closed, open them now. You can still continue to rest for a moment, unless you've done this set, you know the postures, you want to go into it, please go ahead. But if you've not done this one before, just watch me. And what we're going to do here, I actually really love this. It's really, really nice posture. You're going to imagine, I like to imagine I'm a flower and the sun is shining above me, or the rain, whatever it is that you want to nourish yourself with, and I'm opening my petals to receive it and charging my electromagnetic field and then closing down. So as you inhale, open your arms, stretch into the fingertips and open them out to the sides. As you stretch the legs out in front of you at about a 60-degree angle like this. So that looks a bit like 10 o'clock. And as you exhale, bring the knees back to the chest and close everything down again. And then just continue your own pace, opening as you breathe in, closing as you breathe out. You're not raising the legs straight up and you're not got them down here either. They're kind of, as I said, at about 10 o'clock. And exhale. And then when you feel comfortable doing the posture, again, just close your eyes and imagine, well, treat this like an active meditation. Don't imagine that you're making a shape with your body. That's not what we're doing. Imagine that the shape is growing from your center, from deep within. So you're actually emerging from the center of the spine rather than actually forcing a shape. Keep going. Now hug the knees tightly into the chest. If you want to do a plow, go ahead. Whatever you need to do to counter that work. Now what I want you to do is hug the right knee tightly into the chest and stretch the left leg out. Now keeping that right knee tucked. This is how we're really going to reset the lower spine and the hips. Keep that right knee really tucked tightly into the chest, so you're really stretching, you're lengthening the psoas muscle. And we're going to rapidly raise and lower the left leg. We're going to swap legs, so hugging the left knee tightly, rapidly raise and lower the right leg. Swap again. And again, last time. hug the knees into the chest. And gently bring yourself up, whichever way is right for you. You can roll up, you can turn onto your side. And very slowly bring yourself up to a standing position. So come standing in Tadasana and mountain pose. So toes facing forwards, just rock gently backwards and forwards onto the fronts and backs of your feet. And just find your balance. Spread the toes and make sure that your weight is evenly distributed on the backs and the fronts of the feet and on both feet. As you inhale, stretch the arms out to the sides. Bring them into prayer overhead. Stretch back and exhale, fold. Now as you fold, try not to fold like this. Keep the head up and the back straight. You need to bend the knees, hamstrings are tight, bend the knees. Remember, you will never make the hamstrings release more than they want to. What you will do is risk popping them or overstretching the ligaments and tendons. So only go as far as you'll know when to stop. Keep the back nice and straight and fold. Chest towards thighs, as deeply as you can. And continue. Inhaling up. Stretch back and exhale, fold. And continue working at your own pace. Really stretching into the fingertips, stretching those back bend, exhale and fold. Really expand yourself into your aura. Again, feeling that movement coming from deep within. Feel the legs lengthening, the spine, the vertebra making space in between each vertebra. As you lengthen the spine, release any tension. Imagine, I want the active meditation here to be that as you raise the arms out to the sides, palms up, you're scooping up anything that you don't need in your life, any energy that's blocking your way, and as you exhale, you're letting it go. You're throwing it back into the earth, into the universe, getting rid of any stagnant, stale energy, any blocks. You may not even think you have any, but just say if there's anything coming anywhere near me, any negative people, situations, I'm gathering it all up now, spring cleaning the space around and within me. As I breathe in and as I breathe out, off you go. You feel with each repetition, the spine becoming more supple, the movement more fluid, lighter, feel lighter. And exhale. Now, I always like to put two things I do love to put into my classes, as you all know, is the 5th Tibetan rite and a little flow, a little vinyasa. So I think that's how we'll end it before we do a little meditation and go into our relaxation. So let's start first with the 5th Tibetan rite. So all of you who are familiar with it, you can just get on with it. If you're not, please watch. So with the 5th Tibetan, you're going to come onto all fours. And you're going to bring the knees behind, so your knees are under the hips when you're making a tabletop. You're actually going to bring the knees behind the hips and allow the hips to move down. So you're kind of in a plank position, but with the knees on the floor protecting the lower back. So the simplest version is to tuck the toes under, come up into your down dog, bring the knees down to protect the lower back, scoot the body forwards, into an up dog. Your hips stay off the floor. Elbows are straight. Knees, down dog. Knees, up dog. And if that's enough for today, keep going with that. If the lower back and the core are feeling a little bit stronger, take the knees away. Nice plank. Down dog. Plank. Up dog. Plank, down dog. Okay. And this is the 5th Tibetan. But if you want to work a little bit harder here, when you come into your plank, lower the body down using the strength in your arms and your shoulders into chaturanga. Keep the hips on the floor as you raise up into cobra. Come back into your plank, down dog. Plank, and lower the body down. Cobra, plank, down dog. Plank, chaturanga, cobra, plank, down dog. Do whichever version feels good today. And now sit back on your heels. And you can either have your arms stretched in front of you as you lower the forehead down into child pose, or arms tucked down the body, palms up, release the shoulders. Whichever version feels good, just relax here and breathe naturally. When you feel the body settled and the heart rate has slowed back down a little bit, we're going to finish with a nice, I don't think we'll do moon salutation today, although that is a really good one for this time of the evening, but we'll do a sun salutation, a couple of rounds. So come towards the front of your mat, again, into Tadasana, mountain pose. Make sure you find your balance. Draw up through the calves. Engage the core, lengthen up through the spine, roll the shoulders up, back and down. And as you inhale, stretch the arms out to the sides, bring them into prayer overhead. Stretch back as far as you can. And as you exhale, fold deeply forwards. Now, if you can't touch the floor, you can either take hold of the calves and draw into a deep forward fold, or you can bring the hands to the floor, fingers in line with toes, and bend the knees, whatever feels good. And here, inhale as you lift the head, straighten the back. Exhale, step back with the right leg into a deep lunge. And now straighten that left leg, that front leg into a pyramid. And step back with the left leg. Come into your plank, or you can bring the knees to the floor. Lower the body down in chaturanga. Inhale up into cobra. Come onto all fours. Do a little cat-cow here. Arching the spine down as you exhale. Inhale, exhale, arch up. Tuck the toes under into down dog. Hold here. And take a few long, deep breaths. Heels towards the floor. Hips towards the ceiling. Let the knees be soft if it's stretching out too much for the hamstrings. Strong through the arms and the shoulders. Inhale, lift the head. And bend the knees, and you can step, or you can slowly step, or you can jump back in between the hands. Fold as you exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale into prayer. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold deeply. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, step back with the left leg. Lunge. Straighten the right. Step back with the right. Plank. Chaturanga. Remember to coordinate breath and movement. Cobra. Cat cow. Down dog. Breathe. Inhale, lift the head. Step or jump the feet back between the hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, back to the beginning. Well done. And now gently bring yourself into a seated cross-legged position. And we're going to do a really lovely breathing meditation to take us into a relaxation. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, there it is. Okay. So this meditation that I'm going to do with you tonight, I absolutely love. And it's meditation, you know, that you can use at any time. It really does work. It's actually called a meditation for a calm heart. And what this meditation does, even 3 minutes, if you are having trouble in a relationship, so we've worked a lot on the first 3 chakras. Okay, we've worked hard on grounding and digestion and the nervous system and all the physical aspects. But I think it would be nice to end it, to take all that energy into our heart. Because when we act from the heart, you know, it's like if you say something to somebody, for instance, say you've got a friend and you think, and that friend has put on a lot of weight. There's a difference between saying to your friend, look, I'm really worried about you. Come on, I'll go on a diet with you. You need to lose a few pounds. To saying, God, you really look fat. It's kind of saying the same message, like you need to lose weight. But if the intention is to hurt somebody, it's not come from the heart. It's come from the ego. It's not come from a good place. But because you're worried about your friend's health, it's come from the heart. So it gives it a completely different dynamic. And sometimes we can think and feel and act, and it's come from an ego place, and you think, oh God, I wish I hadn't said that. But actually, if you stop and you connect to your heart, you can say the same thing, and it actually doesn't sound so bad. So what this does, it really connects you to your heart center. This is so important. If you want success in life, if you want abundance, if you want prosperity, if you want happiness, do not stay in the ego. If you do it from the heart is the place of prosperity. We need to work all this here, but actually, to work from the heart, when it actually comes from a place of love, you are never wrong. You tell a child off, you smack a child, but if it's come from a place of love, it's very different. It just cannot be wrong. Motivations and intentions change the meaning of everything. So it's really important, especially in this day and age, especially with what's going on around us in the modern world, it's really important to slow down and connect to the heart center. So when we connect to the heart center, what happens is we let go, because we all hold on to feelings here. Feelings like jealousy and resentment and hostility, and you know, somebody's done something to me and I don't want to forgive them because I'm never going to forgive them for doing that. You know, it's all here. And you know what? You know why Jesus told us to forgive? It wasn't for them. It doesn't matter what they think. They don't care. They don't care if you're holding all that here. But what it does do is it will affect your health. It will affect everything we do. It actually affects our lives. So releasing anything, any negativity from the heart is paramount to our own success. And that is the real reason forgiveness and love and compassion is important. It's actually quite a selfish thing because it really helps us. So this is really simple. It's a breath sequence and it's a focus. And by bringing your awareness into the heart and with the breath, what it does is it connects you to the heart. And what this meditation does, and particularly if you do it over a period of days, is it will, if you have any problems in relationships, whether it's a friend or a partner or a work colleague, and you don't know how to respond, you really want to respond, you don't know how to respond, I promise you, do 3 minutes with us a day for a week. You will know how to respond. It's a fantastic, I love this meditation. So the breath sequence is an equal inhalation, breath retention, and exhalation through the nose. So I would say, they say do it to a minute breath. I can't even do a minute breath. That is breathing in on 20 seconds, holding for 20 seconds, and then releasing on 20 seconds. You'd be like gasping for air, and that completely, please do not do this with such a long breath that you're gasping for air, because you completely defeated it. Start off with a count of 5. If that's easy, try a count of 7 or 8 or 9, count of 10 seconds. And then when you find, okay, right, I'm running out of breath, then do it for that count. And the more you do it, you find you'll be able to do it for longer. So the meditation is your right hand is in a Jnana mudra. So index finger and thumb tips are touching. The other 3 fingers are extended. And, you know, like when you're taking an oath, you're going to bring that hand to the shoulder. So if you're taking an oath, and with your left hand, you're going to have the fingers together, the thumb pointing up, and you're going to bring it about 3 or 4 inches just in front of the heart center here in the middle of your chest. And you're going to maintain that posture with your eyes closed. So now come into this posture and close your eyes and take yourself, your awareness into the center of your chest, just where your hand is, and keep your awareness here. And now all together, take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. And exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale completely. And now continue in your own pace with your own breath timing, and can keep that focus. If you want to visualize a color, think the color green, and keep your focus. Every time that your mind wanders, because it will, take it back to that heart space and continue focusing on your breath. Now finish the breath cycle that you're doing. Relax your hands and take a few easy breaths. And then very gently lower yourself down on your mat in Shavasana. Allow your hips to roll open, arms away from the body, palms up. Draw the chin in towards the back of the neck, make the spine long. And I just want you to take a moment to wriggle around on your mat, have a little wriggle, find that comfort. If you're not comfortable in Shavasana, find a position which you do find really cozy and comfortable. Just take a moment to do that. And then when you start to soften and nestle down, allow the breath to be gentle and soft. I want you to imagine the beautiful golden, warm, healing light just above the crown of your head. And now imagine that light is massaging your scalp. And that warmth releases any little muscles that you're holding into as the scalp softens. And the light travels down to your forehead and over your face and into the crown, into your brain. The light washes around, relaxing your mind. Your forehead becomes smooth, your eyes feel heavy, your jaw relaxes. Squeeze the ears, let them go and feel them softening. And as the light moves down to the neck and the throat, feel rivers of golden warm light cascading down your neck and over your shoulders, massaging your tired shoulders as they release into the floor beneath you. The light fills your arms all the way into the fingertips as your arms surrender, let go, they become heavy, soften into the floor. And now feel the light moving down into your chest and your belly, and your pelvis, and swimming around, just circulating that light in your torso, softening your back as it travels down into the hips, releasing the hips. Squeeze the thighs and the buttocks together and let go as you allow the light to flow into your legs. As it travels down into the toes and the legs become heavy. Relax, letting go. As the light travels around your body and circulates into every cell, leaving no tension, no darkness, feel that light spilling into the space around you and engulfing you, so you feel as if you're merging with the light and surrendering, letting go completely. Bring your awareness back to my voice, back to your body. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Turn your head from side to side. Wriggle your fingers and your toes and make little circles with your wrists and your ankles. Stretch your arms up above your head and point your toes. Hug your knees into the chest and roll from left to right. Stretch your right leg down, and with your right hand take your left knee. Keeping both shoulders on the floor, take your left knee over to the right side of your body, to the floor, and turn and look to the left as you stretch your left arm out and take a few breaths in this twist. And then the other side, stretching the left leg out, left hand takes right knee, to the floor, keeping both shoulders on the floor. Stretch your right arm out, turn to look at your right hand. And stretch and bend and twist in whichever way feels good. Open your eyes. Just have a little stretch, a little wriggle, whatever feels good. Shake it all out. And then rub the soles of the feet and the palms of the hands together. And gently bring yourself back to easy pose. Crossed legged with your hands in prayer pose. And just with your eyes closed, take a moment here for your own personal intention. If you want to make a wish, ask for a blessing, send a blessing, give thanks for what you've got, set an intention to do something even better tomorrow, whatever you want. Just take a moment to dedicate this class, your practice today, to something which is important to you. And if you can't think of anything, then just say, thank you for everything that I've got. It just doesn't matter, but just a little something. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. And now we're going to tune out by chanting Sat Nam 3 times. So take a deep breath in to tune out. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. And keep your hands in that prayer pose. Press the palms really firmly and raise prayer pose above your head. Stretch your arms up and imagine that your fingers are connecting to a beautiful divine light. Draw the light down to the crown chakra. May grace and goodness bring your hands to the third eye point in between the eyebrows. Wisdom and peace bring your hands into your throat. Truth and authenticity bring your hands into your heart. Forgiveness, love, and compassion. Now bring your hands into your belly. Great joy, great health, and great fulfillment and abundance and prosperity. And now bring your hands to the earth. And may safety, security, and protection be for us all. Thank you. Sat Nam.